What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, going back to the warning. Yes, indeed, the Warning Fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Star G, and this is actually 2 of Star G's 3 prioritized requests for the month of December for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Star G. Hope you enjoy the show. Yes, you heard me right. It counts as 2 of Star G's prioritized requests because we're doing 2 songs in the same video. We are coming back to the warning. We are coming back to a couple of songs that I know very well. But we are going to be doing some live performances of these songs. Dust to Dust, followed immediately by Dull Knives. Now, have I heard either one of these songs before? Full disclosure, yes. Yes, I have. I've done reactions to both of these songs independently. One and then the other. So, yes, I am very familiar with these songs. I've heard them multiple times. I've listened to them on my own multiple times. If I'm being honest, they're not my favorite, number 1 songs, but they're up there. They are absolutely up there. Top 10 easily. I really enjoy both of these songs, and I've heard them play it live a number of times that, we've gone to go see them perform live. So, yes, I know these songs very well. Now, having said that, this is a live performance of both songs. So, just to be fully transparent here, not trying to hide anything, full disclosure here, I will not be reacting to the songs themselves in any way, shape, or form. I will only be reacting to the visual live performances. What we see, not what we hear. I will take how well they play the songs into account slightly, very slightly, like maybe 2% of the entire score might be how well they play the songs. But for the most part, it's going to be about what we see, not what we hear. So please keep that in mind. Let's see, this was posted by The Warning, all right? And the video has 769,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. The Warning, Dust to Dust, and Dull Knives. Cut better live. Cut better than what? I don't know. Sometimes people come up with these weird titles and it just doesn't make any sense. So, anyway, I'm sure the video is going to be fine. At least I hope so. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Good pop.
Things can quickly
Right interaction. I'm going to pause right there because they may go right into the next song right now without any pause. So far, so good. I've enjoyed watching this so far. If I'm not mistaken, let me think really quick. Okay. Yeah, okay. So every checkbox has been checked. Some stronger than others, okay? But every checkbox has been checked. So no matter what, as long as we keep the pace going with the next song, we are going to be in the positives. Now, where in the positives, I don't know. We might, I don't think we're going to be in 5s or 6s. 7s, more than likely. 8s, maybe. Possibly. 9s, no. But I mean, 7s for sure. That's a very strong possibility. 8s, there's a chance. There's a chance. It depends on how well they do on the next song. If they keep it up and they keep doing what they're doing, yeah, 8s are definitely possible. So far, so good. Let's see how they do with the next song. Let's see how they do with Dull Knives. Yep, they went right into it. I had a feeling. I like that stage design. Yeah. Play it to the crowd.
The truth seems deeper, slipping through my fingers. Tell me why it's ripping up my skin. Can't take it back now. Tell me how am I supposed to understand? Don't help me. Tell me why I hate to live like this. Can't save me now. Feel it or nothing at all. I found out all night.
Good blocking. Nice. Yep, we're in the positives. Absolutely, we're in the positives. Now, we're in the positives. Well, it's not 5s. And it's not 6s. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not going to be 9s. It's not going to be 9s. It's going to be... It's either going to be high 7s or low 8s. I'm not 100% sure yet. It's going to be... I'm just going to lay it out for you. It's going to be somewhere between a 7.7 and an 8.3. It's going to be somewhere in there. I don't know where yet. I need to narrow that down and figure it out. So, let me compare my notes. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. And I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was The Warning with a live performance of Dust to Dust and Dull Knives. This was a request from Star G, and this was actually 2 of Star G's 3 prioritized requests for the month of December for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Star G. Hope you enjoyed the show. Yes, 2 songs, 2 requests. And I know it's in one video. You're right, it's in one video, but it's 2 songs. So if you don't like it, too bad. Deal with it. It's my channel. It's my show. And I do what I want. Okay, before I give my score, I just need to remind everybody, because I know that people don't always listen to what I say at the beginning. I get it. I understand. I'm not saying you have to, but yeah, I feel I need to repeat myself every single video when I do this, because I'm trying to save you guys some embarrassment. That's what I'm trying to do. Before you jump on me for all the wrong reasons, going, this is one of the greatest songs ever written. Okay, well, listen, that's not really up for discussion right now. It really isn't, because the songs have nothing to do with this, because I've already heard the songs. I've done reactions to both of these songs way back at the beginning of the channel. On top of that, I've seen these ladies perform live a couple of times, and actually more than a couple. And each time I've seen them, they have performed at least one of these songs, sometimes both. And so I've heard these songs multiple times. So, and I've listened to them on my own. They're on my playlist when we drive, long distances. They're both still on my playlist. So, I've heard the song, both songs, multiple times. I'm very familiar with them, okay? So, as a result, I cannot, I really wish people would listen to me when I say this. I cannot take the songwriting or the songs themselves into account in any way, shape, or form with this. I am basing my reaction, my evaluation, and my score completely on the visual, the live show, what we saw, not what we heard, okay? And I know I have to repeat myself, and I know I feel stupid doing it, okay? I really do. I feel like I'm insulting certain individuals' intelligences because I'm having to repeat myself. But there are those people out there who just do not listen to what I say, and then they get all mad, and they get all butthurt, they get all bent out of shape, and then they attack me without having all the facts. It's so funny. And then I'm like, did you listen to what I said? Clearly you didn't, Anyway, so I'm not taking the songs into account. You already know the reasons why. I already explained it. This is all about the visuals, the live show. So please, for the love of God, please keep that in mind. I know God's busy. I know, okay? But please, just listen to what I said. It will make your life so much easier. It really will. Which in turn will make my life easier. So, anyway, let's get to the score, shall we? For the live performance, all right? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that live performance, I'm going to give it an 8.4. Yup, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.4. What does that mean? Well, an 8.4 would translate to a great skill rating because overall, I think this was a great live performance. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Yeah, an A-. So there you go, an 8.4, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Ha! So glad you asked. Not taking the songwriting into account, not taking the songs themselves into account, not taking the chordal progression and the melodic lines and the harmonic lines and the arrangement into account. Nope. You already did that. Way back on the channel. You want to know what I think about the songs? Go back and watch those reactions. Okay, as live performances go, this was not the best that I've seen them do, okay? I have seen them do better, but it's one of the best. This is definitely one of their best live performances. They checked off every single box, not just for one song, but for both songs. So right there shows consistency, which I absolutely love in comparison to some of the other live performances I've seen with them, where I've seen one song and then from the same concert I'll see another song and it's like night and day. You know, one's just lifeless, like there's no energy on that stage whatsoever. And then like seriously, 2 songs later in a different reaction, I'll watch them same concert, but a different song and they're just all over the place. You know, it's just like, what is this? 2 different bands? No, it's the same band. No, but in this case, with this song, 2 songs back to back, and they covered all the boxes both times equally. And it's not like one shined over the other. No, it was equal across the board. I like that consistency. I really do. It's something that, you know, you don't see very often. Either bands are either unable to do it or unwilling to do it. And these ladies clearly showed in this performance for these 2 songs back to back that they are capable, they know how to do it, and they are willing to do it. So, and they're physically able to pull it off without getting gassed. So, you gotta respect that. You absolutely do. So, let's go down the checklist. Okay, now just to make things simple, both songs hit the exact same boxes the exact same way and get the exact same amount of check in each box. So let's just save time, okay? For both songs, we're gonna go down the checklists. So stage presence for both songs, check. Yeah, absolutely. They looked like performers, they acted like performers, and they absolutely get the stage presence box without question. Stage energy, okay, it was there. It was definitely there. I'm gonna be honest, the first song, I think there was a little more stage energy done, but there was still stage energy done on the second song without question. But I think the first one had a little bit more. They both get a check, okay? The second song, a little bit weaker than the first song, but not by much. Stage interaction. Okay, now here's where things get interesting. There was stage interaction, but unlike the stage energy, stage interaction, I think there was more done in the second song than there was done in the first song. So it flipped. Stage energy was stronger in the first, stage interaction was stronger in the second, but they both still get the check boxes. Crowd interaction, both songs get the check, and they're strong checks. Subtle ways of interacting with the crowd, but they were still done. A lot of it has to wrap around our next subject, which is showmanship. A lot of posing, a lot of posting up, like Danny, you know, playing the guitar, hitting that chord, and putting the guitar up in the air. You know, that covers 2 things. One, it covers showmanship, and the way that she did it, looking at the crowd, holding the guitar up for the crowd to see, that's definitely crowd interaction without question. The sing along, absolutely, that is definitely interaction with the crowd without question. Every time that Ale would, go into her, movements and motions while she's looking into the crowd, leering into the crowd, pointing into the crowd, that's crowd interaction. Absolutely. So crowd interaction definitely gets the check. Strong check for both. Showmanship, again, hand in hand with the crowd interaction, big check. Danny doing quite a bit. More than I think I've ever seen her in a video here on the channel. I've seen her in person do a lot more with the showmanship than we even saw in this video. But she still did quite a bit, more than I usually see from her on the channel. Ale, of course, Little Jean. I mean, she knows how to work a stage. She's got her stage persona down pat by this point, and it looks good. It works for her without question. Someone once asked me why I call her Little Jean, because she moves and gets a lot of her inspiration from the way that she moves, I'm guessing, from Gene Simmons. She does the deep knee bends, the hip shifts, the leg lifts, a lot of the neck movement on the bass, stuff like that. A lot of arm extensions. I call her Little Jean, and that's not, before anybody gets bent out of shape, it's not disrespectful for me to call anybody and compare anybody to Gene Simmons when it comes to a stage persona and stage performance comparison. That is probably the biggest compliment I could ever give someone. So you understand that is not a slight. That is not disrespect. That is nothing but respect. The fact that she has committed herself to that kind of stage persona, I absolutely respect and admire, because I myself do a lot of the exact same motions as well. So I do them a little more like Gene does. I do them a little more masculinely. She's definitely taken kind of a feminine approach to Gene Simmons' movements and motions, which works, because if you think about it, if she tries to, do her motions like Gene Simmons actually does, with a lot of intensity and, a lot of huge movements and motions, it's going to look really weird. But she's been able to modify it and have more of a feminine approach to it, more of a feminine delivery with it, a little more subtle, a little more, I hate to say this, I feel weird saying this, but a little more sultry in ways, which absolutely works for her. Now, on the flip side, if Gene tried to do what she does, he would look ridiculous. And I would look ridiculous. So I definitely emulate myself more after the way that Gene does it more than Ale does it. No offense to Ale, she's got her own thing going on. Good for her. She's making it work. Work it, girl. No, but the showmanship from both Danny and from Ale definitely sold the show. The production, the stage was very well designed. I love that stage design, kind of like an A design, with the point of the A coming out into the crowd. Two rampways connecting so they can come together, which they did. Towards the end of Dust to Dust, they did kind of come together there, which was nice to see. Pal back there, exaggerated arm motions, putting on a big show for everybody in the crowd as well. Great facial expressions on her part. I think that looked really good. That's the one thing I wish Ale would work on now, is her facial expressions. If she could work on this, I think she'd be absolutely golden, because Danny does it. Pal really does it well. I would love to see Ale work on those facial expressions a little bit, but that's it. Everything else is just fine on her end. No, I think honestly, this was one of the better, I'm not saying the best, but it's definitely one of the better live performances I've seen from them. So I would absolutely give that live performance an 8.2, hands down, no questions. And right now, everybody's doing a double take and going, wait a minute, 8.2? You said you were going to give them an 8.4. You're right, I am giving them 8.4. Usually, this is where I would say, a live show can help your score or hurt your score. But since we're building the entire reaction around the live show, that's not really the factor that made the score go up. Well, why did the score go up? I did say at the beginning that I would take how well they performed the songs into account. I did say that. And it would account for maybe at most 2% of the score. Well, 2% based on my scoring system on a scale of, you know, we got 0.0 to 9.9, right? Okay, well, that's 100 different scores, right? Okay, but it's based on 10, not 100. So instead of 2, it's 0.2. Yeah, I'm bumping it up 0.2 because that was some of the best live playing I've heard from them. It was clean. It was absolutely clean. No mud, no dirt, no smudges. I didn't hear any mistakes at all. So they nailed the songs absolutely in a live setting. I'm not taking songwriting into account. No, I'm not doing that. I am taking how well they played the songs into account and giving that 0.2 boost. And if you don't like it, too bad. So there you go, 8.4. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.4, which is a great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.